How's it going? Erik McPherson here with TMC Digital Media. Welcome. Thanks for listening. So I just want to take a second to talk about the end users. Who owns the end users? Specifically in this food service equipment manufacturers world of end users and food service operations. Think about the supply chain for a minute. Food service equipment manufacturers, right? They're the ones that actually manufacture. They're the ones that are trying to get their brands, their solutions out there. They work directly with a sales rep in various regions. You have multiple reps throughout regions, sometimes a dozen, 15. And then each of those reps, they have their own responsibilities, right, for their own solutions because they rep various brands. So they might have 20, 25, sometimes 30 different lines or factories that they're representing. Very challenging there, right? Think about it then too, the reps then have to work with all these various dealers. There's, a couple handfuls, sometimes even 20 types of dealers that they're working with in their region in order to get that information down to dealers and your brand and your solutions and staying top of mind. You have consultants as well, and consultants rely a lot sometimes upon the reps and they have their different needs. Buying groups, which I'm not even going to get into at this point. And then you have the end users. So you have this huge supply chain from the factory to the end user. My question is, who's going to own the end user? Who owns the end user? Who owns it today? I'm sure it varies based upon where you fall in that supply chain. But what's the challenge with marketing to end users at the end of the day? It's hard. It is not easy. It takes storytelling. It takes storytelling with the right context of the actual buyers. It takes understanding your market segments, right? There's 25, 30 different market segments out there. Which are the ones that are actually moving the needle for your manufacturing company and for your solutions? Then you got to clearly understand the buyers within those market segments. And there's multiple buyer personas that are part of making these decisions for big time chain type companies, for example, or healthcare, or whatever market segments you're actually going after. How do you do this? You've got to be creating remarkable educational content consistently and getting it out there through all kinds of channels, not just through your rep networks, right? And through your distribution networks, but online. You've got to be bracing the digital medium today that exists to allow you to tell those stories, to reach those end users, to have that influence in the buying journey early on in the buyer journey. It takes engaging with your distribution networks differently as well and being forward thinking and utilizing platforms and software today that allows you to be able to get that messaging constantly down to your entire supply chain there. So I just wrote a blog also that is, how to keep your manufacturing brands top of mind. Very difficult to do today, but we're seeing a lot of success through our experiences of those utilizing and embracing the digital platform. Encourage you to read that. But interested in hearing about how you are going after end users. Are you owning the end users? Are you building that relationship with those end users? And how are you going to continue to do that over the lifetime value of that end user doing business with you? Curious to hear more. Please share your thoughts. Cheers.